My mom is from the Dominican Republic. It's a beautiful place, but everyone who knows, everyone's trying to escape the Dominican Republic because there's so much poverty and abuse, and my mother suffered from a lot of that, and she just decided she wanted to escape from it all. So she came to Paterson, New Jersey, where she met my father, where they met at that restaurant right there. That's where they used to work, and my dad used to go there on his lunch break all the time, and he used to say, I want her to attend me. I don't want anyone else, and they ended up having 4 kids and getting married. But we come from Paterson, New Jersey. It's really hard. There's no motivation. There's no one there is doing anything for themselves. So my parents decided that they wanted to move to Pennsylvania. A little bit more about the Miss Universe organization. For those who don't know, a lot of people have the stereotype that is just a beauty contestant who just goes on and is twirling in a dress. But it's really so much more than that. It's so much hard work. I think the hardest part about this training that I've been doing, I've been training since, I'm going to say March for this competition. And I think the mental preparation is the hardest part. Definitely just prepare yourself for that final question, like if you make it. So that's basically my entire focus has been on that competition. I really admire the Miss Universe organization. Every woman there is a successful woman who is fighting for a cause, or they're just representing themselves in fashionable manner. My microphone stopped working. So they're all there and they're empowering each other, and it's just basically women coming together from all parts of the country or parts of the world, and they just want people to know that yes, they are women, but all you need is a mind, and that's the only tool that you need to succeed. Also, when you do win the Miss USA or Miss Pennsylvania or whatever pageant that you're doing in your state, it's not just a year of glamour, it's a year of hard work. You're working with people and you're working with organizations such as like Bus Buddies, and you have to give back to the community. So what motivated me to do Miss Pennsylvania USA? When I came here to Allentown, I realized that Allentown wasn't as different as Paterson, New Jersey. I went to school, and I'm going to say about 40% of the people I went to school with dropped out. And I think that's an extremely high number for minorities. I want to break that stereotype that people have against minority people. I remember my freshman year in college, I was so excited, and I'm walking around like, oh my God, I'm in college. And then I sit in the classroom and I'm like, I'm the only Hispanic girl here. And I'm like, not that I'm all for diversity and meeting new people, but like, where's my community? Where are they hiding? So I want people to realize that no matter where it is that you come from, you can do it. So I am the first in my family to have gone to college. This was in May. I graduated with my bachelor's degree in psychology, and my mom said that belongs to her. I owe that to them because they've worked so hard for my family and my sister, and I admire them so much, so I want to give back to them. Also, another thing is, here in Allentown, I noticed there's a big controversy going on with people saying that the teachers don't care about the students, and the students are just going crazy, rioting and protesting. Honestly, coming from that, I think it's a little bit of both. But most importantly, I think we need to work on the Hispanic community building on to getting a better education. It needs to be built on from the home. You know, my father gave me 2 options. He was like, all right, Jennifer, you're in high school, you're about to graduate. You have 2 options. A, or you're gonna go to college, or B, you're gonna go to college. So I'm like, this is hard. I think I'm gonna go with B. But I went on, and right now you're seeing more people going in, but I speak to people in Allentown all the time, and they're just like, I'm just not smart enough, I'm not good enough. My English is not perfect. My first language was Spanish, so I struggled in college. And honestly, I think everyone has a gift. It may not be pageantry, it may not be anything like that, but I feel like this is something that I connect with, this is something that I like to do, And even if I don't win, I'm going to keep doing things, and I'm going to keep going back. If I don't win this year, I'm going to go back next year. They're going to get so tired of seeing me that they're just going to have to give it to me. So some of the causes that I'm working with when I go to Miss Pennsylvania USA, I'm actually working with Turning Point in Lehigh Valley. I'm working to end domestic violence. I wish I could do that in the Dominican Republic, but I'm not over there, I'm over here. So I'm gonna speak from my mom's story, from what she suffered. I want people to know that these things do exist, but a lot of women are quiet about it, they're embarrassed. So that's something that I really feel that I wanna help my mother with, because you hear these stories on television and you're like, oh wow, this is a really sad story, but then the next day, you completely forget what you just saw on television. But when you hear something like this from your mother's perspective, it changes everything. I also want to work with cancer patients that have lymphoma. My dad was diagnosed with cancer when I was in 2nd grade, and he had 6 months to live. And he's alive, by the way. But I want to share that story because when someone is diagnosed with cancer, the first thoughts that come to their head are like negative thoughts. So we were just like, wow, my dad, he might be here today, he might not be. So luckily he's here, and I want to share his story, and I want to share that positive message that he has to anyone who's suffering from cancer, that you can do it, and just that slight bit of hope is what people need. I'm also promoting education for minorities. Like it's about time. We need to start breaking these stereotypes. Not everyone is a criminal, not everyone is a drug dealer, but they need to step up their game, and I'm gonna tell everyone that I know that it's in my race, I'm like, you need to step up your game, you need to go to school. What motivated me to do this? I want to walk that Miss USA stage, and if I ever do, I'm going to represent the state of Pennsylvania in the best way that I can. I want to help people, and I want to give that back to my family because I owe that to them. They've worked so hard, and anyone who comes from another country into a new country, it's really hard. I can't go to Italy and just be in Italy. I can't do it. I admire my parents for doing it, and I'm taking on their goals. What they wanted to do, if they didn't get to accomplish it, I want to do it, and she's going to do it, and that's my purpose for doing the Miss Pennsylvania USA pageant. Thank you.